Hi guys, it's Irene from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I'm back with a little tutorial on some ephemera that I found. I found this in my stash when I was cleaning out my drawers. I'm sure I'll have probably gotten the idea from somewhere, and if it's an idea that you've come up with or you've seen, please forgive me for not crediting it. I found it and I can't remember where I found it. But it's just a piece of ephemera, and it opens up. It's got a little flap here, and it opens up, and inside you've got a nice little trifold booklet, and then you can put your tags and things in there. This one I've made using scrapbook card and little 6x6 papers, I think they are. But I've been thinking, I was looking at it and I saw around the edges it didn't quite match, and I'm not 100% happy with it, so I've decided to have a go at making it a different way. So I thought you might like to come along and craft with me, and hopefully we can figure it out together. So okay, so that's what we're aiming for. Now what I have noticed on this one is that the back page is the biggest page, so I'm not sure, is that one's 4 inches and these ones are about a quarter under, about a centimetre under. So in centimetres that would be 10 centimetres and 9 centimetres. So it's all one piece, so that's going to be 28 centimetres across, isn't it? Right, let's get it. I found this paper. Now this paper's gorgeous. I can't remember the name of the pack. My memory's just not good at the minute, folks. I think it's this lockdown, it's just it's driving me doolally. Anyway, so I've got these lovely scrapbook papers. They're half paper, half card, but I didn't want it to be too thick, so I thought I would just use this. And I have got a plan for covering the white space, but I'm going to do that after I've cut everything out. Okay, so let's just check how tall this one is. So I'm going to carry on working in centimetres. So that's about 14.5, and then let's see how deep that is. That's about 7.5. It's going to be about 21, because I'm going to fold it. So it's going to be about 21 by 28. Right, let's get it cut before I forget that, because I will forget it. Right, let's just move everything. If you could see the mess I've got on my table, you would just cry. Right, I'm sorry if you're not exactly in shot. I'm going to cut 2. I've got 2 papers here. I'm going to cut 2 because this isn't very thick paper, so it should be right. So what did we say? 28. Is that right? 28, yes, 28. Some nice little scraps there, look. Use them for something. By now what did we say? Hold on, I'm gonna have to check because I forgot already. I told you my memory's not working, didn't I? So that's 14.5 by 7.5, so that'd be 22. Just as well I checked that, wasn't it? Because I was thinking 21. 22. Luckily my cutting board is in centimetres, so okay, and we've got some nice scraps there to make tags with as well. Could make the tags to go inside actually, couldn't we? Right, let's get this big boy away. Oh, that's not supposed to happen, is it? There we go. Right, now, so I've got it, we're cut out. Now let's think. So we need to make some markings, don't we? I need a pencil. That one will do. So it was 9 by 10 by 9. Yeah, that's right. So 9, I hope you can see, by 10, which will be 19, by 9. Yeah, that's not quite right. There we go. There, right. Now let's see, is that right? Is that right? That's right, yes, that's right. It's alright folks, I'm just arguing with myself. So 9 by 10 by 9. That should be right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, don't worry about them pencil marks because we can get rid of them, they're easy. And I am just going to, I know I should probably use a scoreboard, but it's all the way across the other side of the room buried under loads of stuff, so I'm going to do it the old fashioned way. Okay, and hopefully everything should measure up. If it doesn't, we'll adjust. Right, let's just see. Get our bone folder, give it a good crease. Okay, make sure we've got this one done. Is that about right? That's about right. There we are. That's 9 by 9 by 10. Cool. Right, now, how tall was this one? I know I've probably measured it 1,000 times. 14.5. I'm going to split the difference and go to 15. It just means that the pocket's going to be like that, slightly a bit smaller, but that's okay. So, oh, let's just check which do we want to be. There is no right way up on this because the text on it, I don't know if you can see, but the text is going all different ways. I'm just looking to see what I want. I think if we do the pocket here, because I like this bit, and then that text will be the right way up on the inside, and that's a nice cover. So we want it 15 down from here. Okay. I kind of know what I'm talking about. Go with it. That's what I normally do. Right, okay. Now we'll do the same thing with this. Again, if you've got a score table, then please do use it. But you know me by now. Right, let's see. Oh, perfect. See, the old ways still work. There we go. Right. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, because that text is going the right way up. That text is going the right way up. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I want this to sit nice, so I'm just going to chop these little bits out here. So let's get some scissors. And then I'm just going to chop a very narrow V. There we go. We'll do the same with this one. Just a very narrow V. There we go. So now our pockets will sit and everything will close up nicely. Oh, that's cool. I like that. The only thing, I suppose it'll be a problem, but I don't know. See, I wanted to round it off. This one's all rounded off, and I guess it wouldn't be a problem. Should we give it a go and see? We can always start again if it doesn't work out. I want a wide rounded edge, so I'm going to use my wide round. Oh, will that go in? It's a lot of oh, come on, cut. Yes. Let's see, does that make a difference? No, it doesn't make a difference. It's fine. Open that bit out. Come on, baby, you've never failed me yet. Yay! Trusty little thing. Oh God, I've had this one for years. I don't even know what make it is. Trusty little thing it is. Right, let's do these other corners then. I just want to make sure I've got all of the corners rounded, just to give it that nice finished look. I mean, you wouldn't have to do that, you know, if you don't want the corners rounded, that's fine. It looks just as good left. It's just a personal preference of mine, that's all. And let's see. There we go. Just get rid of all those little bits. Okay, I'm not going to bother rounding these because I think it would just, it doesn't need it, it really doesn't. So where's my glue? Where's my glue? Ah, before I put the glue on, I want to treat the paper. Now I can't copy dye this paper. I could, but it just, I don't want to ruin the pattern, and I think it would ruin the pattern. So I've come up with another idea, and it's something that I've seen other people do as an alternative to copy dyeing, is to use pattern paper. And look at that nice antique effect it gives you. Plus you've got the, that's just an added extra, isn't it? So I'm gonna just, will that piece be wide enough? Yes. Oh hey, joy of joys. And I can just ink that so you won't even tell. Right, so if I just glue that piece on, and then I can trim around the edges, and that's going to give it almost that coffee dyed effect, isn't it? And I want to keep that because that is cool. So I'll pull that bit off. Tell you, there's so many uses for the for pattern paper. It's just so good. There we are. Right, now I just want some Pritt stick, and I say Pritt stick, it's glue stick, and my glue book. Right, now do I glue this or do I glue that? Probably be safer gluing that, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to make a little, this is going to be covered up by the pocket so you won't see it. So I don't want to put glue where I'm going to be closing the, actually that's the thought, I'm not putting glue where I'm going to fold the pockets, so let's just put it on here. It's surprising how steady the pattern paper can be, so I'm not going to press too hard, and then we'll just get some glue on there. Just got to be a bit more gentle because it is tissue paper. I have used the glue on it before and it's been fine, saying that this will be the time when it's not. Isn't it always the way? Right, let's peel that off. I don't want to lose that nice printed bit. And all the way down. Let's give you a good dollop of glue. Because I want this to give like a coffee dyed effect, I want the whole page to be glued. I don't want bubbles in it. So I'm just being careful that I'm covering every little bit. Because otherwise you'll get bubbles and then it just will not have the same effect. Right, let's see if that's going to stick. Let's see if it's worked. Oh, don't curl at the end. Right. That's about right. Just very gently. It doesn't matter if I get a few creases, that's fine. That'll just add to the effect. As it happens, I don't think I did. This needs a bit more glue on here. So let's get you up. I think it's because it's the first bit that I glued. It just, because it's so thin, it dried very quickly. There we go, perfect. And that gives it that nice coffee dyed effect without having to worry about the coffee dye. And once that's down, that's going to be great. Cool, I like that. I'll just quickly trim round. Let me just put my glue away because I'm always getting told off for not putting my glue away. And then we'll quickly trim round and get rid of this excess tissue. Probably should have used my gluey scissors. Oh, I've caught a piece. See, there's always one little bit, isn't there? Right. That's it, easily fixed. Perfect. There we go. Just gonna close that up. Oops, don't cut the paper. It's a bit tricky cutting around tissue because it's so thin. Right. those little corners. Okay, now we can get to inking. There's a couple of little places where it hasn't glued perfectly, but that's fine because it's going to be covered by the pocket. You'll have to excuse me bandage, I've got something wrong with my arm, and you know, it's impossible to get a doctor's appointment in the current climate, so forgive me. I've just bunged a bandage on it and thought that'll do. I think I've strained the tendons because that's what it feels like. I've done it before, and just trying to rest it as much as possible. I tell you, this last few weeks it just seems like anything that could be wrong has been wrong. I think I'm falling apart. Get all those pockets done nicely. Right, now I want to get inside these creases done. Give that a really good inking because I want that to blend in. Give that a really good inking too so that you can't see the white. Perfect, that looks great, I'm liking it. Okay, let's quickly ink the rest of it. So I hope everybody else is doing fine. I hope that you're all staying safe. We had a little bit of sad news. My sister, who I think I've told you before, she's a nurse, and she's been working with the COVID. She's normally an end-of-life nurse, but they've seconded their unit, and she's tested positive, which I wasn't very happy about. But I've been speaking to her and she seems fine. She's in good spirits. She says she just feels tired and a little bit out of sorts. But her and her daughter, my niece, they've both got it. So a little bit sad, a little bit scary. But it's just as well you're a nurse, isn't it? Because you know how to look after yourself. So yeah. God, it's such an unreal time at the moment, isn't it? I don't know. Right, I think that's everything. Okay, yes, that's everything. Now, that's all that done. I'll tell you what we need to do. Let's find a piece that we cut off. Now, what I might do... Oh, they're not going to be big enough, are they? Damn. Right, we'll have to use this piece. So let's just cut a little corner, a little circle. Do we need a full circle? Where's the original? No, it's not a full circle. So if we cut about there, just leave a little sliver. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same with the other paper because I will make another one. Let's see. And I wonder if we should do... Now, you know, I'm going to stick to the same. Same. I know that's not normally me, but I am. Right. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That's cool. Okay. So let's start gluing things. Let's get these pockets down first. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of glue because this is riding up just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot because, like I say, I'm going to glue it all down anyway. Let's get our trusty tacky glue. If it'll come out. There we go. And there's the first one down. Just want to give that a nice squeeze at the end. I was just looking at my mat and thinking, oh my gosh, it needs a really good scrub. So I've been looking up on how to clean them. And apparently just soapy water. So I'm going to give it a nice, because there's bits of glue and it's not dirty. I clean it every time I use it. I've got my baby wipes, which I use every time I use it. It's just where the glue's stuck to it and bits of stuff have embedded. it is also my quilt cutting mat, so so yeah, it's got some gouges out of it, and you know where it's like things get stuck. Right, this is looking good. The last thing we need to do is to pop that on there. Yeah, okay, so we just want to put a line of glue, and what I'll do is I'll glue it and leave it open so that there's no stress on it while it's sticking. So let's just put that there. Okay, give it a good wipe. I think I probably saw this on Pinterest or somewhere like that. Like I say, I just used to look for ideas. Yeah, that's going to close perfectly. Now I wouldn't mind decorating this one. I'm working on, what are we working on? I'm working on a sewing journal at the minute, so I wouldn't mind decorating, seeing as we've used the sewing tissue on the inside. I wouldn't mind decorating it with the sewing stuff. I will be a second, folks. I'm just quickly going to find something, and then we can get on to decorating it. So let's see what we've got. I'm just looking. I did sit down and work on some pieces. Where did I put them? Oh, I found them. Cool. I think I have found some of them anyway. Sorry folks, I will be with you in a second. I'm just looking for me. Aha, found ya. Got them. So I've had some vintage patterns, and seeing as we're working on a sewing journal, I wanted to use these beautiful ladies. Just move that scrap. And so what I did was I backed them with some paper and then just cut them out, because the patterns, you can see the patterns were really battered and they were falling apart, but I managed to save most of the ladies. And then the bits of patterns that I wanted to use is ephemera. I've just backed them as well and cut them out. So let's see what we've got. I feel your grey would go nice there, the grey and the black. That's nice, I like that, yeah. But unfortunately I couldn't save this lady's legs, so I want something there. Let's see, what do we have? Piece of fabric, too bright. I'm trying to think what we can use. What do I have? Oh, you know what? We could make a ruffle. We could make a little... No. Nope. Okay. Maybe we might use you on something else. We've got these two ladies. Oh, don't they look... Oh, no, those colours are perfect, aren't they? I like that. I do. And then we've got this nice sticker. Oh, I'm liking that. Yeah. I think that's really great. Let's see if we've got anything else. So let's get these ladies out the way. Do we have another little... I'm just thinking if we made a little collage at the bottom and then added the ladies to it. No. Nope. So if we put that there, and then the ladies could just stand over the top of that. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. I'm doing that. Okay. See, you should always keep these old patterns. They're just coming perfect. I mean, the illustrations on them, the numbers, the text, everything. It's just all so lovely. Right, now, I'm going to tell you a story. Jopling's was the big department store in my hometown, as you can see, the Great Sunderland store, and it was there for lots and lots and lots and lots of years, and eventually it closed down a few years ago. Department stores are closing down all over the place. In fact, I think we've just lost Debenhams as well. But yeah, it was great because they had a fantastic haberdashery place. So I'm quite glad that I found this. This was actually a label that had been put onto one of the patterns that I'd bought. And so it came off completely because obviously the glue that they'd used has just completely disintegrated. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I have to use that because that's such a piece of history. I mean, the haberdashery area has probably been shut down for a long time. I mean, lots and lots of years. But the pattern that I got it off was one of these 60s patterns, so it must have been in the 60s at least. So yeah, I was just like, I was so pleased that I could finally, that I could use it and not just that it would be lost, because it's a nice little memory. Everybody went to Joplin's. I bought my first cooker in Joplin's. Yeah, when we got our first place, we needed a cooker, so it was just, everybody went to Joplin's. There was nowhere else that you went for stuff like that. Yeah, sad to see all the old department stores go. I used to love just wandering about and looking at things, and there was just so much. I mean, John Lewis, I think they're struggling at the minute. Debenhams, they're closing nearly all their stores, I think, you know. It's sad. It's sad because there was something about the department stores that was just, I don't know, it was like, it was a proper trip out, and you just didn't know what you were going to see, and it was like, it was a social meeting as well. Everybody went to Joplin's for a cup of tea, for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. You know, everybody used to meet up there in the cafe, and yeah, it's sad. I mean, I know it's progress, all things must end, but yeah. Right, pop that on there. There we go, and now we'll get our ladies on and they can just stand over the top. Oh, that's going to look so cute. Right, let's get some glue on these ladies. I love old patterns. Like I said in previous videos, I cannot sew to save my life when it comes to clothes. You give me any kind of craft sewing and I can do it. I can do crewel work, black work and red work, and I can do embroidery, I can do patchwork, I can do crazy quilt, anything like that I can do. But when it comes to making clothes, oh my, I am just useless, which is sad because my mum was a trained tailor. But she gave up trying to teach me. I just couldn't make the adjustments, you know. I don't know, there was just something about it that I couldn't do. I've made Halloween costumes and things, you know, things where you don't have to be very precise. But yeah, I'm just going to hold this down because it's lifting a little bit. But yeah, when it comes to making clothes, I just cannot make the adjustments. Like a French curve. What? What's a French curve? Oh no, I just can't do it. You need a little bit more glue under there, don't you, my darling? Oh, that's where you've delaminated, I see. Obviously didn't have enough glue on that one. Right, let's see. Oh, I'm really liking that, and that's going to be great in the sewing journal, isn't it? Let's see, is this glued on? Yes, there we go. Perfect. Oh, that's so cute. Oh wow, I'm really enjoying that. So where's the original? So we've got our original. It did turn out to be slightly bigger, but that's only because the adjustment I made to the pocket. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that. That's really cool. I love these colours. So I'm going to make another one because I want another one for this now, for the other journal, for another journal that I'm making. So I'm going to make another one, and then I've got some other bits of ephemera that I've been finding and thinking, oh, I haven't made that for ages. So I'll probably do another couple of videos. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope that you make some of these, because they are great. I'm going to make some tags and some ephemera to go inside. But yeah, that's cool. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, and it's got my little Joplin sticker on. So whoever gets this journal, you know that's like a little piece of my heart with it. Right, so thanks very much. I hope you're all well. Please take care and stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye.